G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. How we all doing? It is freezing right now. The other day I did a ride, it was 2 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. Right, it's bloody cold. Once the sun starts going down, we're really starting to feel that bite of winter. And they reckon in Melbourne that winter's going to be warm this year, but I don't know about all that, buddy. So ladies and gents, g'day, welcome to the YouTube channel. I post videos every single day. My name's Nathan, and you guys seem to enjoy what I'm posting, so I'm going to keep on doing it because you guys seem to enjoy the shenanigans I'm posting, man. And I'm loving every minute of it. So before I get into today's topic, I just want to talk about something that I find quite enjoying and enjoyable. That's the word I'm looking for. And that is, oh man, lately I've been getting, there's a brake pad down there. What the hell? I've been getting a lot of hate comments on my videos, and I'm loving it. I'm not that kind of YouTuber that's going to sit and cry about hate comments. I find them quite funny. Typically, when I have a video of me lane filtering, a lot of people from other parts of the world start yelling at me for breaking the rules. I'm like, no, it's legal here. There's other parts of the world besides your country and laws, my friend. So I'm not going to stop. And that usually makes them more angry. But please, keep them coming. The more comments I get, the more viewer interaction goes up. And it's only benefiting me. Please, don't stop. And there was another one saying I ride recklessly. It's like, me, recklessly? Come on now. Anyone who can watch my videos for more than 15 seconds knows I'm not a reckless rider, especially on YouTube, man. Come on now. But also, I had a video I made yonks ago with my girlfriend where it was basically some cringy thing where it goes, I ride to keep the voices at bay. I'm like, come on now, it's obviously entertainment. I'm not, I don't do that myself, but it was funny. And everyone goes, oh man, dying of cringe. You make me not want to ride my bike. I'm like, okay, your loss, man. Can I ride it instead? Oh, dude, I love getting hate comments and like those kinds of things because it's funny. And also, the more I reply to them, they think I get tilted, but I'm not tilted. I just want to keep the interaction going. And sometimes the comment things go for like 10 comments in the thread. I'm like, oh, you naughty boy or girl. Please keep arguing with me. I love it. It's so fun. Anyway, ladies and gents, there is a video topic I have in mind today, which is sort of in the same vein of aggression, I guess, and that's something you should not do on your motorbike whilst riding. Now, there's a lot of things you shouldn't do on your motorbike, but this one here is a very, very specific thing, and it, ladies and gents, is road rage. Now, if you've been watching my content for a while, you know there's been a few moments where I have a little bit of a whoa moment, like especially even yesterday's video, someone turned out in front of me. Old mate's on his phone, typical, and what do? I honk the horn and I give them a thumbs up and I keep on going with my day. And I know some people are going, how do you not get angry, Nate? And I'm like, I don't get angry when I'm riding or driving, really. The only thing that really annoys me when I'm on the road is someone doing an aggressively slower speed limit than the real one. And I'm talking like if it's an 80k zone and someone's going 60. That's the only thing that really annoys me, but all I have to do is overtake them. But if everyone's doing it, oh, that's the worst. But I'm never going to get into the mindset of like punching a car, punching a mirror or anything, because look, when you're on a bike and you're hitting a car, think about this. They've got a multi-ton vehicle, depending on in some cases, and you're on a few hundred kilos worth of bike. You can hit and punch and crash. You might break a mirror, but in the day and age of everyone, oh, rebel boy, and everyone has a camera on the car, well, then you're at fault if you hit the mirror. If they try and hit you and you have it on camera, well, guess what? You have a lawsuit against them. But like, brother, I'm not going through the headache of nearly getting hit, nearly having a big fall or worse, just because someone pissed me off on the road. I'm just like, yep, okay, you didn't see me. You're a bit of a tosser sometimes. Maybe you didn't see me, and okay, fair enough, it happens. But like, I'm never going to sit there and just rage and scream at someone, dude. It's not worth it. Like, I remember once when I was just getting to riding, I was sitting at a set of lights. Now, I don't recall doing anything. I may have cut someone off, maybe, I don't know, but I don't think I did. I thought I was riding pretty fine. And this guy at the set of lights just starts yelling at me, and I had music going on, so I was bloody oblivious to the whole thing. But the guy next to me starts screaming, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I turn around, the guy's yelling at me, my mate's yelling at the guy, and I'm just like, okay. Anyway, getting on with my day now. Oh, they got a phone camera thing there. That's one of those mobile cameras that checks if you're on your mobile, which, look, not going to bother me. I'm never on my mobile phone when I'm in the car, so good luck. But dude, nothing brings me more joy than watching people get stupidly angry in a car and you just sit there smiling at them because like it only makes them more mad. And I'm like, oh, did I hurt your feelings, man? Now look, sometimes if I understandably did something wrong, I might be like, I'm sorry. Like if I did something stupid, if I accidentally cut them off, fair enough. If I'm riding like a dick and I do it, I'm not going to feel sorry about it, but I'm not going to sit around and get yelled at. But I don't typically do that, so I can't say I have to worry about that one. But if I've done something wrong and I know I did something wrong, I'll be more than happy to get yelled at and say my sorry. So then usually they calm down if you go, look, I'm sorry I did that. Fair enough, all right? People don't tend to keep going. But when people just yell at you because you're on a bike and you did something that pissed them off, oh, smile and wave, boys. It works every time. So as a rider, ladies and gents, you shouldn't be an aggressor. Now, I know when you ride in a group, you get that big ego about you, but ego on a bike often gets you, to have an eternal sleep. So don't do that. It's just not worth the issues. Ooh, I like that one. Because, look, dude, when you're riding on a bike, you're a lot more fragile than every single car out there. And believe me, man, if they hit you, you're going to lose the bout. If they get mad and do something to you, you're going to lose the encounter. Now, if you get out of the car and start a beef with you, if you're parked and they come and hit you or something, by all means, wail on them as God intended, man. If you can't smile and wave and they actually get threatening and you have to fight back, then show no mercy, because mercy is not for that scenario. Now, obviously in America, you got to be a little bit more careful, because sometimes people pull out weaponry, and a pew-pew works a little bit better than a smack punch, you know what I mean? Now, in Australia, we don't really have to worry about that. Very, very rarely someone may have a knife on them, and that's different, but I can't say I've ever run into anyone with a knife before, so I'm not really scared about that. But I've never been in a situation where I've had to fight someone. I have, but I'm not the kind that would hit. I usually diffuse the words. I don't know if you've noticed this by my videos by now, but I like to talk, man. I'm a grade A bull chaser, man. So I will happily talk and help as much as I can. Ooh, hello Mustang, is everything all right there? Man's broken down or blown a gasket, or maybe just overheated. But in this weather, I doubt it was overheating. But dude, I'm telling you, it's just not worth it. So whenever I can do it, I will talk my way out of a situation, because I find it's just a superior thing to do to someone if you're in an aggressive situation. Now, as you ride off, you can say whatever you want to them. You can flip them off if you really want to, but even that I don't do. Like, the most I will do in the sense of a road rage is I'll clap my hands at someone, because I find doing something that's just positive either makes them feel guilty or it'll piss them off more. If they get pissed off more and do something worse, well, that's their own fault at that point. You can just get away from them as much as you can. But dude, I never ever keep trying to incite a rage moment, because that's just a surefire way to have an accident or worse. And especially in today's day and age, no one's going to feel sympathy for us bikers, because there's been too many people on the internet that have done stupid things, and now we just have a reputation for all being pricks when a lot of us aren't. So it's just not worth the headaches, you know what I mean? It's a damn shame. If you're in these situations, guys, how do you react? I want to hear down below what you feel when you have an almost rage moment. Do you keep yelling at people? Do you really get pissy? Are you the kind that folds a mirror or breaks a mirror? Look, I'm not faulting you. I'm not going to tell you what you're doing is wrong. That's not my job. I'm just telling you, you probably shouldn't do that, but I'm not going to stop you, if that makes sense. Look, you're your own man. You can make your own decisions, or your own woman. You know what I mean? I can give you a guideline, but I can't force you to do anything. So look, if you want to break a mirror because someone's been a real prick to you, by all means. Do I support it? No. I understand it. I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it, because it's not worth it. Because the downsides greatly outweigh the positives here. So it's more trouble than it's worth. So just be aware. I know it can be frustrating riding a bike sometimes, and some people do some absolutely stupid things, but sometimes, man, just let it go. Let it go. It could always be worse. Someone could have hit you. Someone could be doing much worse. They could be constantly yelling at you. They could be trying to cause an accident. They could be, brake checking you. Just let it go. It's just not worth the headache. And I know some people struggle greatly with, just letting that anger go. And look, I understand that. But then you just got to work on it yourself, because not everyone's perfect. I understand that some of us can't just hold back in these situations. And I get that. I know people have emotional regulation issues, and I'm not going to fault you for it. Once again, it's just you, man. Everyone has their flaws, but do your best. Avoid all the rage if you can, but it's just not worth it, man. So, like I said, ladies and gents, do your best. Just keep calm. Everybody makes mistakes. Like, when you're on a bike, I always treat like everyone as an idiot anyway, because look, people don't see you, and you can tell in my videos I often slow down, because I can tell when people just don't see you, because it's just not worth it, dude. Ugh. So you can usually tell when someone's blind or missed you, or just something along. I don't get stopped at these lights too often. Something like that. Like much like when I saw the lady turn in front of me, I was like, yeah, she didn't see me. But what did I do? I gave her a horn and I thumbs her up, and then I went on with my merry way, because it's just not worth the headache. And it's true, it's just not worth the headache, because sometimes you might end up speeding off, yeah, and you might get caught speeding. You get real mad, hit a car, you might get done for damage to properties, even though some people rightfully deserve it. But remember, ladies and gents, we live in a day and age where you can't smack people for doing the wrong thing anymore, and it's led society to make some interesting choices. But oh well, it is the way of the world these days, and we can't do much about it. So keep that temper in check, behave yourselves, and do what is the best you can do in a situation. Rev bombing isn't the best thing either, because when you rev bomb, you're not slowing down. I know you can hit your rear brake, but you're not engine braking anymore. You're not using your stronger brakes, which are your front brakes, so you're actually actively losing stopping power on your motorbike. So I wouldn't recommend rev bombing either. But sometimes the rev bomb is better, because the horns on bikes suck. But if you really don't like your horn, just put a car horn on your bike and bam, you fixed your problem. And yes, that's a very common mod to do. A lot of people do it, and I would recommend it if you're the kind of person that needs their horn more than the average person. But do take away from this video my message. Like I said, I'm not going to force you to do anything, but just behave yourselves, all right? And do your best. Self-preservation is the word I'm looking for. Do your best to self-preserve, because that's how you ride longer. The more you act on rage and ego, the less your riding time's usually going to be, because you might have an accident or worse. And the last thing I want to hear any of you guys do is get into a bad scenario because you let your emotions fuel your decisions. Easier said than done, I know. But just hear my message, ladies and gents, and do with it as you will. But that's all I have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down below, like I said, any thoughts on the matter that you guys have, because everyone's opinion is valid regardless of what it is. Don't send anybody else hates. You can hate to me all you want. I'm not going to care. Like I said, drive my interaction up, baby. But ladies and gents, that's all I have time for. Take it easy. Keep it cheesy. You know I love you. It's time to leave you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and enjoy whatever the weather is in your area. If it's like ours, at least it's sunny, but it is cold. Very, very cold. But otherwise, bye. Peace. Laters.